Hello, hello, my dashers. It is 7 p.m. CDT, and yep, I am here still at Dasherville. So, yeah, this week, it's basically trying to get Dasherville sort of in order. So it's not the crazy mess that it is. And maybe making headway towards that, where I can actually live in it nice. Also, I'm making appointments to get Fuzzy's propane looked at before the beet harvest. And hey, Crystal, well, the wonky compass, but hey, I know it as Crystal and La Gringa. How's Romy doing these days? Zeus is finally just about to lose his last puppy tooth. He is officially 8 months old, so he has been a terror, but he's so dang cute. How can you not? Hey Tim, my brother from another mother showed up. How you doing? How you doing? Y'all can see me clearly, hear me good. Everything's good. Let me know, making sure, thumbs up, all that stuff so you guys can hear me. Uh, still, yes, still at heart, Crystal and La Gringa. That's the way I know you from. But the wonky compass, Romy, everybody's saying hey. Yeah, it's been a crazy week as far as, Dasherville trying to get her. I've been kind of living in boxes and everything else, so getting her organized, as you've seen last week. Um, I bought shelving to make a wall and still sorting through stuff and getting rid of the boxes and all the cardboard and everything else. Um, I had some appointments I had to go to this week and basically trying to revamp the website, get my website like in order and learning some technologies and things like that. Still, not comfortable with it yet, but we'll get there pretty soon. Zeus turned 8 months. He's going to lose his last baby tooth. He's got one left, and it's starting to fall out. So, y'all can hear me, right? Everything's good. You can see me clearly. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know I'm okay. Um, yeah, so a lot of things have changed. Um, Appointments coming up. Uh, my sister will be leaving on a vacation next week. I think next week. So I will have Mr. Bo here and Lulu, which is their new dog. So everything on the, Dasherville homestead's been crazy, but, it like, I'm glad I have the electricity and I'm finally glad that I have the fiber optic. So, uh-oh, I haven't heard anything, y'all. Y'all good? Did I lose it? Did I lose anybody? Still at heart. I love it. Crystal and La Gringa. Your connection is definitely better now. Yeah, it's way better. And I'm trying something new. I'm not using my laptop's webcam. I'm actually using the DJI Pocket Osmo Pocket 3 as a webcam to see if it's any better. I mean, is it clear for you guys? Just trying to make sure an upgrade. Can you hear me okay? Um, I'm just trying to make sure that after months and a year of crappy lives, it's about time I actually started doing some decent ones. Still good, good. Okay, y'all can hear me. Woohoo! Just making sure, because trying new things, trying just to make sure that everything works. New technologies, trying to figure out how to do this and how to do that. So that's kind of nice. Um, yeah, I'm surprised. I fed the boys early and they haven't come by me, which is a surprise because normally they're all over me. So I'm surprised at the very least that they're just like not saying anything. Very clear and sound is great. Thank you so much, Crystal. I just want to make sure. I thought I'd try it. The webcam um, feature on the Pocket 3 because the camera that's in the laptop isn't all that great. So, and especially if you don't have a good connection, also, it just is not the greatest. So I thought I would give it a try to use the Osmo Pocket 3 and see how it works as the webcam. I've never used that feature, so hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? Um, for a minute there was a spinny. A spinny? It could be. It's crazy. Maybe that's why I couldn't see comments or something. Um, again, working it out. I guess that's why you do it. You can't work out the bugs unless you work on it, right? So bear with me, guys. Zers, Zers. Want to come say hi, Zers? Come here, baby. Let's see if he actually comes. Come on, Zerty. Zers. Nope, he ain't coming. But he's finally losing his last baby incisor. So it's like halfway out, and that is his last baby tooth. Oh, he's 8 months. 8 months as of the 23rd. So that was yesterday. Officially 8 months old. So let's see. When you're trying to connect. Yeah, it could be because I was trying to um, connect and see how it's bizarre because when you're using your laptop, you've got to connect the camera to the laptop, and then the mic has to be connected via Bluetooth to the laptop in order for StreamYard to do this, that, and the other thing. So it's crazy. So if you miss one step, then it doesn't work. So I'm like, great, what that's freaking crazy, right? Romy will be 12 months. Oh, wow. On the 27th of this month, he's a year old. Oh my God. I remember when he was born oh, he's so tiny. He's still tiny, but he's not, considering to Zeus. So where are you at these days? I'm still in Texas. I am starting to get Fuzzy ready for the beet harvest, which is cold. So I've made an appointment next week for her to get her propane looked at because her propane tank, apparently the bleeder valve is not working. The last time I filled it up in North Dakota. And so I'm going to have them look at it. It's under warranty for 5 years. So I'm still under warranty. So what the heck? Right? Uh, I think Deb's coming. I think she's coming up here. The ring went off. Hey, 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 come here. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if she's coming here or not. I'm feeding my face, but I'm listening. Hey, at least you're feeding your face. I think I'm gonna have some spicy chicken sandwiches too. You can tell because I have a garage. It echoes. Oh my god, it's insane. This is what I get. I get a chorus. No, I'm at the other daughter's house down here off the border. Oh, so you're still in Texas. Don't eat too much. I don't know. I mean, actually going to go to the Asian store and pick up some pork belly and fish sauce just so we just so I can have some. I'll never forget when we were at Julian. Um, Tim had bought some pork belly, and I had a Korean barbecue little plate that you cook the food on the plate and you eat it with the rice. So he had some rice noodles and pork belly, and I had the pan and the propane. So we sat there and ate the whole damn thing. Everybody was like, "What are you cooking back here?" And I'm like, "Nothing, nothing." We ate well that day, and you know, courtside. I think 2 years ago, he made me pho, and uh, let's see, Lollapalooza. We were eating, we were eating well anytime. It's somebody else who enjoys Asian cooking. Like real Asian cooking, not Americanized cooking. So it was kind of good. Yep, still in Texas. Well, I plan to go to. I got um because I'm a veteran. They have in Texas. They have a lifetime pass to the Texas parks. So I think I'm going to go up to Huntsville, Texas Park, and spend the day just to spend the day. Got to work out the kinks for the beet harvest to make sure I have everything that I need and what I don't need. Because there's a lot of the things in the van right now. I went up to Rhode Island and I'm like, why did I bring this? Why did I bring this? I don't use it, haven't used it. It's not an essential, like a, oh my God. It's not like a tool or something that I would use often. I'm gonna have to close the gate on these guys. Give me a moment, guys. That's enough. Enough. That's enough. You're done. You're done. I think my brother-in-law is actually doing some work, so they see him and they're making me aware that he's near the house. So they're playing good sentry dogs, but yeah. So you'll have to excuse them. Kind of hard when snacking on ramen noodles. Well, I mean, I finally, I think it was courtside. You finally gave me I mean, I finally tried the shin. And you're right. I think I maybe used a quarter of the packet. Thank gosh, because yeah, that was pretty spicy even for me. I was like, what? Somebody uses the whole packet? Oh my God. There's no way I could have it that spicy. No way. I think I put a quarter in. I didn't even put half. It was so weird. Uh, I got a notification from DigiKey that they want people for 60 days starting the 16th of December. Yes. They are hiring. Apparently they were down for a little bit, but they are booting back up. Unfortunately, I can't do it because I've already committed to the beet harvest. and that would go into the beet harvest, and I'm not going to give up the beet harvest money. Um, but they will have probably another hiring event. Um, but it is really cold up there. It's a good gig, don't get me wrong. Joy, I think, was up there. Yeah, I mean, you know exactly because Joy did it for quite a while. And yeah, you'd have to get an apartment because it is you can't stand the van in that because it is just way too cold up there. And there's up towards that way, and especially like in North Dakota during the beet harvest, when the wind comes whipping off the plains, it is no joke, guys. Especially because we're so close up to the Canadian border that it just, no matter how much you layer up, you are going to be frozen. Because we're coming into the winter season. So yeah, I'm all set with that. I am all set. But I got the same thing. I got the because I work for Express Employment, who does the hiring for DigiKey as well as the beet harvest. I got a notice about that about 2 weeks ago, and I had to decline because I was already doing the beet harvest. Uh, but I left weight. Oh, that's right. You used to work there. I think you worked there for like a couple weeks, didn't you? That's right. Hey, Pam. Pam's in the house. Yeah, I mean, it's good work. It's just packing parts. I mean, honestly, packing and counting parts, it's not that difficult. Um, I used to do that for Amazon. Well, I didn't pick and pack. I actually did the station level where I would load the trucks up. So all the packages were picked and they'd go to the station, and then I'd sort them for the routes, and then we load the trucks up. So yeah, it was crazy. So I'm glad I just, that was a tough one because it was very, 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 very physical. By the end of it, I mean, I had lost weight. I was looking good, but my knees, my hips, my back, I was a wreck. So, but picking and packing is a lot different because, they're all computer parts. you know, Everybody saying hello. Hello, hello. Pam's in the house saying hello. Tim's eating. He's listening, but he's eating. I know it's getting close to that time. I mean, it's 7 o'clock here, so I should probably eat something. I'll probably have some kind of chicken patty or ham sandwich or something. It's too late to have anything like really big, like sausage and ziti or something like that. I know the van build turned out really nice. I like the bed, and I'm glad you put the holes in for aeration of the mattress so you don't get mold on it. That looked good. I saw that. And the extra, tons of storage now that they're underneath, that she'll have access to, that she can have access to. So honestly, it was a nice build. I liked it. I did too. Good job on it. Looked really, really well. I have to agree with Pam on that one. Uh, haven't eaten anything yet either. Yeah, I have to do something light. So I might just have one ham sandwich and a couple of chips, or a ramen, something very light. And that's about it. And even ramen's kind of heavy because the carbs, but yeah, I'm grilling chicken, veggies, and brown rice. Ooh, already cooked. Yum yum. That sounds good. I had let's see. I went out to breakfast with uh my sister and her husband. We every Sunday we kind of go out at least to have Sunday morning breakfast. And I had my chicken fried steak, two pancakes, two eggs. I had hash browns and chicken fried steak. So It's kind of full all day on that. I was like, that's more than I eat, usually in a day. So I'm like, well, but I know I'm going to get a little noshy, so I'll probably just have a little sandwich. Ramen sounds good. I know. And it was funny because I grew up on Sapporo Ichiban's just original, I wouldn't eat any other ramen but the Sapporo Ichiban because that's what I grew up on. That's what my mom got in cases. So that's what I grew up on. But um and I didn't like Top Ramen. I didn't like their beef or I tried it. Don't get me wrong, I did give it a try. I don't like their beef or their chicken or whatever, but their creamy chicken is awesome. So I have now switched because the poor Ichiban one is more expensive than just Top Ramen. Top Ramen you can get for 20 cents a thing. So, but their creamy chicken, only the creamy chicken is the only thing I'll eat from Top Ramen. I don't like the manchon or whatever. But the Top Ramen's creamy chicken I like. So that's the only kind of ramen I get outside of my Sapporo. I can't even remember the last time I had Sapporo Ichiban. When I was completely broke, like broke, I used to eat Sapporo Ichi. I'd buy it by the case, and that would last me a good month and a half. Those were my meals for like a month and a half. And I think I got to the point where it's like I couldn't eat ramen. I can't even look at ramen anymore. But then I started getting the creamy chicken one, and because I tried the chicken, I tried the beef, I tried the shrimp, just didn't like it. But the creamy chicken one I did like. How's the babies? Up, up, up. Here's Lucky, the big guy. I tell you, anybody would break into my house, good luck, because you just heard him. He was like freaking barking like crazy. Good boy. Come here, Zeusy. Come here. Come. Good boy. And little man, he is finally losing his last incisor, his last baby tooth. 8 months old as of yesterday. His ears still haven't popped up, but he's got to grow into his ears, I guess. All right, go on now. But the babies are doing well, thank goodness. I haven't tried the creamy chicken. Try it. Honestly, I tried the beef, the chicken, and the shrimp. Didn't like them, but the creamy chicken I did. It was definitely different, different taste, and I definitely liked it better. Give it a try. Both adorable. Yeah, Lucky's getting to be he's getting to be his senior moments. Let's put it that way. Um, but he's still a lovable guy. I mean, he has no ill will, but he's very protective, very, very protective. In courtside, I brought him along a month he was on the road with me, and um, he just, he got along with Rick, and he got along with Mike from Get Lost Mike, and anybody that'll come by in a car or a bike or walking, he was like all over them. He actually broke his steel lead because I had it tied against the tire. He actually broke it twice trying to get at him. So he's not van friendly, unfortunately. And Zeus, He's it was only his first trip to Rhode Island, so now he's actually getting used to um, riding in the car and knowing that other dogs are going to be around and other people. But he was starting to be very protective, and I'm like, hey, hey. So I think once he knows that it's okay to be around people, now that he's older, because there's hardly anybody that comes by here in Dasherville. I mean, it's his auntie and his uncle and me, and so he knows us three. So he doesn't bark or nip or anything like that. But in Rhode Island, we went to an event. We went to the drifting event, which was loud, and they had other dogs there and everything else. And boy, he was just like not having it. He was defending me. He was protecting me, and it's like, yeah. So I was trying to, no, it's okay, it's okay. By the end of the event, he was actually, I'm good. He was laying down, watching people pass, and so I'm like, yay. So there's hope that he actually gets it. So that's kind of a good thing. But it's all about training. I know they are my cuties. They are my babies. Uh oh, Graham. I'm sorry. Graham's in the house. The bride said that she should embrace her mistakes, so she came over and hugged me. Oh Lord. You're not a mistake, Graham. Come on now. Right? Right? You're funny. You're cracking me up. I swear, if I ever get to Australia, I definitely got to meet up with you because that is you're just a riot. You are a riot. You're cracking me up. Because that is on my bucket list. There's a few places that I have to go first. Japan, China, and London, and Paris. Um, so those are the four before I get to Australia. But yeah, I will be definitely going there. You can bet on that. But yeah, things have been crazy doing appointments and getting Dasherville in somewhat of a semblance of a home. So I don't live in boxes anymore. We should see the boxes are just piled up, and just to get rid of them and everything else. So I flatten them out. I'm going to put them in the car, and there's an actual cardboard recycling place about 40 minutes away, and I'll drive it there, and then I will just because it's a lot of cardboard. It's better to recycle a whole batch than just one or two pieces. So that's what I'm going to be doing with that. Yay! So this is working out though. You guys can see me clear and you guys can hear me. So what a change, huh? From the pixelated crap from Nomad Internet. Ugh. I had so many problems with Nomad Internet. I mean, they kept charging me $119 a month and all this kind of stuff when I already bought their yearly plan. And so, and this is the funny part, somebody really screwed up. I got a promotion from Nomad Internet, and so I thought it would be their customer service, right? Hey! So I called the number, and lo and behold, it was the president of Nomad Internet. So I called him out on it. Said, hey, I got the yearly plan, and ever since I got the yearly plan, I've been billed anywhere between 19.95 to 120 bucks. What is going on? You know, they took care of it, thank God. But I was never so happy than to cancel my service because now, if I'm going to pay money, I would rather pay the $100 for fiber optic than have to deal with any of that. I was barely getting 12 megabytes on the download and half a megabyte on the upload. Insane. Insane. The bride is home with her new knee. Yay! Still a lot of discomfort, but improving every day. And it will. It sucks. But and she won't want to get up and walk around, but actually walking around is going to be the helpful thing to get it so it doesn't stiffen up. So the tissues don't form they form properly if she gets up and walks. So it's going to hurt. It's going to be a pain, but in the long run, it'll be worth it. What? What, baby? Come on up, up, come on, up, up. Yeah, there you go. What? This guy here hasn't been feeling well lately. We tried to do the dog is human probiotics. Yeah, that didn't work for him. He ended up getting diarrhea for a good few days. So I stopped it, and ever since I stopped it, he seems to be improving. So, yeah, dog is human didn't work for him. Probiotics did not work for him. So he seems to be doing a lot better. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the kisses. I gotta run. Still kind of listening. My daughter just got home, so it'll be good night to everyone. Oh, well, good night. Thank you for dropping by. Hit the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Many blessings to you. And I'm sorry I can't be there for Lola. I can't make M25 because apparently they do want me there early for auditioning for the pilot operator position at the Beet Harvest. So I finally did find out that's exactly why they wanted me earlier. So I'm not going to be able to make M25 nor Lollapalooza. Well, it's not Lollapalooza anymore, but those of us who know. At the calendar factory just because I looked a couple days off. Oh, Graham, you are up. You are up in rare form again. Yep, that's Graham. Cracking me up. Yep, got sacked again. Well, just because you wanted a couple days off, really? Yeah, so needless to say, that's pretty much what's going on around here. Still learning getting the website polished off. Still doing organizing all of the B-roll and everything so I can just start knocking out videos. So, yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to start with an overall beet harvest one because it's coming up and a lot of people who are scheduled to go, they really need to dress properly. I mean, honestly, some of the people that came there, I was like, hey, you got to be kidding me. You came here like that? Yeah, of course you're going to freeze. What's the matter with you? Um, Kind of one of those things where, you want to just go. So yeah, I'll be doing that video. So hopefully if anybody watches it who's doing the beet harvest this year will be more prepared because the people who were not prepared only lasted about 1 or 2 days and ended up leaving. So yeah, so you pretty much will know what's going on. So I'll probably get that video out, and then I also have the Finland trip and other things that I overviews of things in the past. That's what's going on. Also, probably an overview of how Dasherville got started and everything else up to this point. So I do have videos planned. Yeah. Also some product videos that I wanted to do, like the Winkiza stove and some other things. The Winkiza dual propane foldable propane stove. So small and so convenient. I cooked my Christmas dinner last year on it. I had corn, mashed taters, and a big old, what do you call it? Ribeye steak. Ooh, it was so good. But yeah, that's about it, guys. So Tim, I know, is wrapping up things, and Crystal, what you got going on, Graham? Pam, what you got going on? Uh, I am, like I said, this week is pretty much going to be focused on getting things together. I do have an, like I said, appointment to get the propane, the heater looked at, because definitely going to need that. Definitely going to need it for in North Dakota. Oh my god! Hey, uh, I made spaghetti for lunch, and I had that the other day. I had such a craving for spaghetti. Um, but spaghetti, if you do it for one person, is kind of really hard because it's a pound of ground beef. They don't make it. Yeah, I could get like a hamburger patty and go ahead, and that won't be a pound, but not the same, right? So I made it for the three of us, for my sister, her husband, and I. And I sat there and I had two like big helpings of it. I'm like, I'm chowing away. It's like you get that craving for spaghetti and that's it. And the best part is it's good warmed up too. Sometimes it's even better when it's, a day older. Yeah, it's just hard to make a little, but you're always going to have lefties with spaghetti. It's always good a second day because I can eat that all the time, spaghetti, you know? So I make usually, an extra amount that I can have the next day. So I have lefties, or I'll have a schnicky snack in the middle of the night, or whatever. So I'll have that little extra bit. So I eat my fill at the time of dinner, and then have leftovers for sneaky snacks. Yeah, it is hard to make it for one. It's no joke. I've actually tried to make it for one, but either you have too much sauce because you don't have enough noodles, and or you have too much meat, or there's always, it's so hard. If you do 1 pound of ground beef, you do half of the container or half a package of noodles and one big can of tomato sauce, you're good. And I make my own sauce. So I make the tomato sauce with diced tomatoes, and then I put, onion salt, garlic salt, some basil, and oregano. You're good to go. You make your own sauce. Oh, so good. So good. I'm going camping in the Arizona mountains. Oh, nice. It's got to cool down. I can't, I don't plan November. I get back from the beet harvest around October 31st. I have 2 weeks, and then I'm taking the cruise with my son and my daughter and my sister and my brother-in-law. My sister and my brother-in-law. And we're all going on a cruise for 7 days, and then they leave for, I think it's the 18th through January 2nd. So then I'll probably wait a week or so, and then I'm leaving for Quartzsite. So I think the rest of the year is pretty much planned out. um, yeah, kind of crazy. But that seems to be what's going on for the rest of the year. I don't know. I might take a small trip, maybe to Paris or London in November. I don't know yet. Still kind of, up there. The insurance company still hasn't paid out. Are you serious? No way. No way. Ugh. His ex got the police on him. This is what I can't. If it's the ex, that means, it's nothing to do with them. I don't know. I have an ex, but thank goodness I'm able to talk to him. So, um, yeah. I don't get that. I'm sorry to hear that. So true. Yep, spaghetti's good anyway. Whoop whoop. What's the difference between bird flu and swine flu? One requires treatment. Oink. Ointment. Ha ha. You're funny. See, I think Graham is like the master of dad jokes. Graham, you're the master of dad jokes. I swear. Yeah, look at this. I don't know if you can see it. Oh shit, wrong one. Sentinel on guard. It's the Sentinel on guard. Oh my god. He's just like keep forgetting I'm using the webcam. I'm like it's so funny to use the camera instead of using the laptop camera. I know, and that's kind of crazy. Cause but this is the best part because when I leave to go to courtside, I have no time limit to come back. So if I want to stay out west until March or April, the only reason I had to leave last year was because I had to go pick up Zeus February 10th. So I had to leave courtside to pick him up. And now that I have him and everything else, I think I will probably make a trip out of it because it's nice out. Um, so I plan on being there for quite a while out west. So I'm looking forward to it. Next year I don't really have anything planned. Um, so it's too cold to go to Japan, England, or Paris or China. Um, yeah, maybe I'll go to Australia, Graham. It'll be warm down there. Yeah, our winters is your summer, so please. Uh, hell has no fury but a woman scorn. You got that right, huh? No money for cruises. Would love to go to Europe. Yeah, the best part about cruises is I gamble too much, so they want me to keep going on to the cruise. The cruise that we're going on, uh, they must be really hurting, and I can understand why. With everything that's going on with the state of immigration and Mexico and everything else, all the cruises, they actually sent out to all of the Prime members, which is what I am, a an invitation for a balcony room and an interior room for another couple. So I've never seen that where they've actually done that. So I thought, oh, that's great. My son, who's 22, and his girlfriend can take the interior one, and Larissa, who's 16, can stay with me in the balcony room. So that's what we did. Uh, and while I was in Rhode Island, I was able to get their birth certificates done, and they've officially applied for their passports already. Yay! So yeah, it took a while, thank gosh I had all of my paperwork. Um, it was funny because the person who was doing the birth certificates, because they were adopted and they were born in Russia, I had to get um, a birth certificate of international birth. Figure that out, right? Because they were born in Russia. not the US, but they are citizens. So I had to prove the adoption records, all, their original birth certificates, the original court documents, their certificate of citizenships that they got when they first arrived here in the US, their social security numbers, yada, yada, yada. I had social security cards. I had it all. So even the guys were like very surprised that first try and I get it. I had all the information. I didn't have to go back for anything. So, yay. Hey, Elsa, how are ya? I'm staying put in Oregon for the foreseeable future. We will be helping out with my granddaughter, and that's okay. Oh, you know what? I mean, family's family. You can't replace family. Memories are made no matter where they are. Um, I'm fortunate enough that the only family I have left is my sister, as far as family, immediate family. I have my cousin Bobby in Florida, and I do have some cousin and relatives in Wisconsin, but I choose not to associate with them. And of course my kids in Rhode Island. But as far as immediate family, I'm blessed that we're on the same property. So it's kind of like a family compound. I can just walk that way. No, no, beautiful place to be. Oh my, and then talking about my sister. And who else is going with you? Yes. Yes. Well, my sister and my brother-in-law will be also going on the cruise with my kids and I. We all will be together on the same ship. We're on the 12th floor and they are on the 10th floor. So, but we're on the same ship. So that's kind of nice. Just remember to go south in our summer. Tasmania would be good. Oh, in our north in winter. Oh, the Great Barrier Reef. Oh, that'll be good. Oregon. Have you given us a tour of your place? Well, not really. I mean, I did last week because I was going through everything. And I literally was a shambles. But I am taking pictures of the befores and the afters because you guys would not believe how much room I got back and how much it's incredible. You never know how much stuff you have until you start going through it. So that's what I've been doing and going through every little box and finding out. I mean, I haven't used it in a year. Do I really need it? No. You know? So all the clothes I had, obviously I didn't wear them for a whole year. So do I really need them? No. So going through all of that kind of stuff and seeing what I'm keeping and what I'm taking out. So I'm going through another purge at the moment. So once I finish all that and get everything done, that's what I kind of been working on last week and this week. And I'll probably work on it some more the following week because I'd like to get it done. I mean, I'm motivated now to get it done because it's starting to look like a home again instead of just a garage that stuff is just shoved in there. Um, so I hope to have that done next week. Woohoo! Yeah, we are going to have fun. It's going to be nice for the kids because they've never been outside the US. And so I want to kind of broaden their horizons a bit by taking them out of the country, but it's not too far out of the country. And it was funny because this girlfriend was like, well, let's do a private tour, private tour guide. And I said, no, no, not in this time. The people who are contracted through Royal Caribbean to do shore excursions have been vetted. So they're not going to lose their bread and butter. So they will take the extra precautions necessary to keep us safe. Is it 100%? Heck no, nothing ever is. But you're not taking a private person private tour because they're not vetted. You don't know. And so you can't trust everybody, especially nowadays. So Americans are targeted. And travel for Americans right now is not an easy thing as it used to be. So taking care and advice onto, what you should and shouldn't do is, you can't be that lazy American who doesn't do the research on where you're going and how you're going. And, do you have emergency contacts? Do how are you keeping in touch? How are you doing this and how are you doing that? These are things you got to think about now, whereas before you didn't have to. But now with everything that's going on, definitely do, guys. Definitely do. Oh my God, I'm cleaning out my mom's shed. Purging, it's amazing how much you end up accumulating. I mean, like I said, it's been in a box for over a year and I haven't touched it. But now that I'm going through it, it's like, oh yeah, but I really want to keep that because it's a memory or um it's a collectible or something that I really wanted to keep. So even though I didn't see it for a year, it's something that I do want to keep. But then there are a lot of things that, oh no, haven't seen it in a year, goodbye. I haven't worn it in a year, goodbye. So going through all the clothes and everything else that I haven't worn, it's like now I have the space enough to actually do a winter and a spring, summer, fall, you know. So now I can actually separate my clothes according to the season. Whereas before I never did that. I only had one set of clothes and that was it. I had a closet and that was it. This was spring, this was summer, this was fall, and this was winter. There you go. But I don't have it anymore. So now I've got to be picky because I've got to put away the winter clothes or bring out the winter clothes and put away the summer clothes, which I never had to do in my life. So, yeah, it all is different nowadays. What do you call a line of men waiting in line for a haircut? A bar, the queue. Our barber, a barbecue. Mustache, the bride's trying to do something. Uh-oh. Better go. Take care. Happy wife, happy life. Absolutely, Graham. Take care. Sora. Yeah, this time. Zora, are you going? Are you going to Q again by Warren Becky's this year? So try to get out there before I left, but it got so. Last year was kind of funny with the Schoolie Palooza people being a little rowdier than normal and dusty, and just people were getting cranky. And I'm like, yeah, I'm leaving. I went to Tucson. I went to Tucson for a couple weeks, and then had to leave before um, the meetup, and I can't remember what the meetup was. Nope, staying in Oregon. Oh, well, I'm sure we'll cross paths again. I'll see you down the road, definitely. I'm sure. I'll definitely see you down the road, but I'll be there. I don't have a time to come back. Once I leave for courtside, I mean, I could be gone a month, 2 months, 3 months. I don't know. Still haven't decided. Still haven't decided. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's the best part is because I could go and then just come back. when I got tired of being on the road, I just come back to Dasherville, stay a month or two, and then go out again on the road, whatever. That's the whole point of van life. Um, so see how it goes. For sure, absolutely. Well, guys, we are coming to the top of the hour. Pretty much that's what's been going on. Again, not a whole heck of a lot. It's been crazy. It's good to talk to everyone, to say hi to everyone. I am hopefully, I am not going to promise, and I always keep saying this every week to get a video out, but again, I ain't going to promise anymore because Lord knows if I get the website up and I get things going on, I have to start getting a better foundation to reboot DoorDash Travels because it's just been crazy enough where now I've got a better connection and I can actually start doing things. Now I'm so backed up on the things I need to set that I want to make sure that I get a sturdy foundation before I start going gung ho. So thank you all. You working that same job? No, I'm still workforce reduced. Doing Uber Eats and DoorDash. Decided to. I got up to their gold status or whatever, and they decided to say that I was fraudulent and kicked me out of the system. So I don't DoorDash anymore. Um, Crazy. So now I'm just doing DoorDash. I mean, Uber Eats and some UGC stuff, and that's about it. Then John is paying for that cruise for sure. Oh, the beet harvest. The beet harvest is, I mean, the beet harvest is about anywhere between 5 to 7 grand for 1 month. So it's the only reason why I'm doing it. It's good money for such a short time. And so, yeah, that's what I'm doing. What? Yeah. I had savings. So I was living off of savings for all this time. And whatever I made in Uber Eats. So yeah. Now, yeah, there's a lot of things going on, guys. Hopefully within the next week or so I can start saying, whoop. I know, right? Yeah. I get up to their gold status, whatever, for the month, and my ratings were 100% delivery with I had a 94.7 customer rating. No, 94. No, sorry. 96.7 customer rating. Um Everything else, and they said I did something fraudulent, which got no clue, and they kicked me off the platform. So I was like, wow, okay, thanks, guys. As soon as I make their, top tier where I start getting the good jobs, yeah, they kick me off. Uh, Good night. Thank you. Thank you, Pam. You have a great and wondrous week. Absolutely. It is 8 o'clock, guys, so I will cut it short here. I love you guys. Thanks for showing up every week. I promise there will be things that'll be changing and coming up. So that I can assure you. If, please stay safe out there this week because out there is crazy. So as always, guys, stop dreaming it and start living it. Have a great week, everyone. Stay safe. Bye. Bye.